Hello, hello, and welcome to the Oto-Mania podcast, the podcast about Otome and other dating simulation games. I'm Savvy, your host. This is my co-host, Jessica.
Hi!
So we played and loved Cat President 1 for Animal Boys Month, so we decided to extend it into February so we can play Cat President 2!
And it's so good!
It is. It is really an improved sequel, I would say. There's like bonus stuff now, and I don't know, I liked it a lot. It was good. It was a good sequel.
These games were both so charming and fun and hilarious, and I was not expecting it.
I know. I wish I could have done more routes.
Yeah. I know, I feel bad because I only did one this time, but thank you for noticing us on Twitter, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Cat President 2 Debs. You're great.
Oh, I didn't say the full name. Cat President 2 Purrlitical Revolution. Oh, continue. Go ahead. Go for it.
I don't know. I was just going to say more that I loved this game, but I loved that the cats from from the first game can show up in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I saw one of them. Well, I saw two of them technically, and then I heard about one of them, so that was kind of cool.
Right? I loved that.
I love that too.
And that this time you're working for the other political party.
That's true, I
thought that was fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was a good touch.
So let's say that you just jumped into this episode and didn't watch our Cat President 1 episode. So my question to you is, why are cats running for president, Jessica?
Because 20 years ago, it was decided that humans cannot be in government. So from then on, the president's always been cats.
Only logical explanation.
Yeah.
Have to be cats.
Well, the only logical choice is cats.
It's true. So, who are the 6 cats that we can date in this game?
All right, you got Poopsie the 9th.
Says the party fave over here. I'm on the Steam page.
You have Kaleidoscope.
The celebrity. There's more about them. Should we talk more about them?
I don't know. Should we go through them all first and then talk more, or how do we do this?
Okay. Poopsie the 9th. Says here, he was groomed for success from an early age. He's the heir apparent of Poopsie the first ever cat president. But though he knows everything about politics, he has a lot to learn about love. Will you teach him how to think with his heart and not his head?
Maybe. I didn't.
I don't know. I didn't pick his route. One of you might.
I didn't either.
Kaleidoscope is a handsome movie star, hoping to dip his tail into the world of politics. Unfortunately, he's treating the campaign like a promotional tour, and his agent seems determined to derail everything. Can this Clawlywood cat claw his way to the top?
We still don't know. I didn't play his route either. I almost did, though. I did debate.
I did like him, though.
Yeah, he was so cute. He was funny.
He was funny. I liked it.
He was basically like, I was in a show where I was president once, so I decided to run for president.
I mean, fair enough, I guess. Anyone can run for president if you're a cat in this world. A talking cat, specifically.
Yeah, if you're a cat, it's allowed.
There are non-talking cats in this world, and they cannot run for president.
That's fair.
We learned way back then that you can turn into a cat in this world.
Yes.
And
there is a surgery for that.
Experimented on cats. And now we have super smart cats. That's more lore that I don't know is important.
Well, and cats can also be turned into humans. So, like, if one gets elected president after their term is up, they can switch if they want to. That's true. That's the thing. I believe you just pronounced this one as feline, but it's spelled all weird because...
Line.
Yep. I know, like, feline or fee ...
Fee ... line. That's the robot cat.
Tell us about feline.
Yeah, specially programmed to become president of the United States. Though he may seem cold and emotionless at first, he does have some softer sub-routines in his robotic heart. Can you crack the code of his mechanical candidate? I tried my best. We'll talk about that later because this is the cat I picked.
I don't know, did you? You have Earl Grey.
Oh, this is out of order on my list. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
The old one. I almost picked this one because this cat, because when you click on them, they all have their own meow. And to be honest, the robot's meow was kind of scary, and I didn't want to pick it. But Earl Grey had like this really cute like mew, and I was like, aw.
Oh yeah, So my dog was sleeping on the back of the couch, and I kept just like dragging my thing back and forth across all the cats to see if it would annoy her. It didn't.
Oh, didn't even care.
But I spent a lot of time making them meow. Luna didn't care.
So it says Earl Grey is old, like super old. But even though he lost many, many presidential elections in the past, he's hoping that his 2 decades of experience will be enough for him to triumph, or at least get those dang kittens to turn their music down.
That's cute. You got Mr. Biscuits.
Mr. Biscuits. Wild card candidate Mr. Biscuits loves hanging out with his kitten and telling hilarious dad jokes. No kitten around. But can a working single dad, you're working that single dad, handle the stress of a presidential candidate, or will his candidacy be scratched?
You're working that single dad. I love Mr. Biscuits. He was so cute.
He is very cute. I love his glasses.
I know. And then there's the cat that I picked, Banders.
The bonkers one.
Yeah, he really is.
Also, this is Wildcat. I would say this one's also the wild card, who spent most of his life as a political protester. Oh, no.
Yes.
Now he's trying to dismantle the system from within, just as soon as he finishes his pudding cup. Something about bonkers people and pudding.
What is it about pudding? Is it the pudding or the people? I don't know.
Pudding is funny to say.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
That's my only explanation. That's all I could think of. So let's talk about the intro. I'd say before we go into spoilers, I think it's relevant.
Yeah. Yeah. So you go visit Don, the guidance counselor that it turns out your parents sent you to see, and he fixed your resume so you would get hired. So basically he lied and made up a bunch of stuff and sent it out.
But it worked.
But normally, it worked. Normally, you work as a driver for Uber, because, cats can't drive themselves, so you get a lot of business. And you're like, oh, I have 3 cats to pick up. If I time it right, I can just take them all and they go to the same place. So you pick up Poopsie the Ninth, Earl Grey, and Feline. Fee.line. I don't know.
I don't know.
And you learn that they are all presidential candidates. You're like, wow, I don't really know anything about politics.
I'm just a Uber driver.
President DJ Nibbles is up for re-election. I'd vote for DJ Nibbles.
Apparently, so we learned DJ Nibbles is the canon route, I guess, since he won.
I know.
And also, everyone doesn't like DJ Nibbles.
Shame on them. He's adorable, and I still love him.
I wonder what he did wrong.
The game didn't tell me.
No,
I guess I'll have to make it up. So you get to the convention center and all your cats get out and you get this email saying that you've been hired as a campaign manager for the fancy furballs party. And you're like, well, I'm here, so I will just go correct this error. And that's when you meet Mr. Biscuits, who's a single dad working in the cardboard factory to provide a better life for his kitten. Who's a hard-working dad. And that's also where we meet Banders.
You have to tell me why you picked Banders.
He's so cute.
He's crazy.
I thought he was really cute. Yeah.
When I heard him talking, I was like, why did Jessica pick this cat?
I spice up my life. I don't know.
Seemed like a wild card, even for you.
Even for me. Wait a minute. What's that mean?
You do have a type, and you steered away from it.
I really spiced it up this time, guy.
Is it just because Banders, it looks really soft?
It does. He does look so soft.
He does.
I debated between Banders and Mr. Biscuits and Kaleidoscope, and I was like, I'm gonna go with the wild card.
Yeah, Mr. Biscuits and Kaleidoscope for me seemed like your type. So you went with Banders, and I was like, what?
I love how I have a type among cats.
You have a type among these dating sims.
Rude.
Not rude, the truth.
Don't call me out.
How long have we been doing this podcast for?
I just came out here to have a good time, and I honestly feel so attacked.
Anytime I see a lineup of dudes in Oto-Mania game, I'm like, I can name 2 of these dudes that Jessica's gonna pick. I guarantee it. And to be honest, I'm gonna say 90% of the time I'm right.
Most of the time you are right. Well, this time you were wrong.
I was wrong.
How about that?
I didn't expect you to pick the crazy one. But continue.
I got you this time.
Your story about the intro of this game.
I mean, that was kind of it. You decided, oh, you get paid like $10,000 a month or something, and you're just like, I'll take it.
Yeah, I have student loans. I'll take it.
Yeah. Too real. Wait. And so that's when you pick your candidate.
Yeah,
you're going to be their campaign manager.
Your candidate. Who would you vote for, though? That's my question for you.
Oh, that I honestly don't know, because I didn't see most of these cats for the majority of my route. The only rival that I really saw was Poopsie the Ninth.
Yeah, I saw Poopsie a lot, too.
But I didn't see anybody else.
To be honest, I would probably vote for Mr. Biscuits.
That's fair.
He seemed like a good candidate, and everyone else, like... I wouldn't actually vote for the one I picked, because it's a robot.
It's a robot. It's fair.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I kind of liked the music in this game?
Oh, yeah. I loved the music in this game.
It was actually really good, because last game we muted it, because it was so loud, so we just played it muted, so I don't actually know how the music is in the other game.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but I do know that this one's good, so...
Well, when we were playing it together, we turned it on, and it was so loud that we couldn't hear one another.
Yeah, so we just muted
we were, like, yelling.
And then when I went back to play my round, I just kept it muted, so...
Yeah. So thanks for adding in options so we can turn the sound down.
Oh, yeah, because there wasn't... You had to, like, go into your
computer settings.
Files and find it, and it... Oh, yeah.
I had to hack into the mainframe.
Yeah, I had to hack into the mainframe and go in the dark web, you know, all the fun terms all the kids are saying.
Yeah. Just so we can mute this game.
So let's go... We're going to go into spoilers now for our routes. Yep. So if you don't care about Fee.Line or... Banders, then you're safe. But if you do care about the robot and the bonkers one, we picked really like the weirdest ones you could probably pick.
Oh, we really spiced it up this episode. Look at us.
So if you're the more vanilla routes, I guess, I don't know.
More vanilla routes.
You're safe. And if you don't, well, goodbye. Watch our other episode. See you later.
Bye.
Okay, so do you want to go first?
You want me to do it?
You go first.
Okay. So it turns out that Banders is Thunderpaw's twin brother.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm
not either.
Surprised. I can see the Thunderpaw in this orange fluffy coat.
And he used to go around to political rallies and events and just yell at politicians about how much he hated them. And he won a bunch of money with a lottery ticket, and the first thing he did was fund his own political campaign, even though he says that he hates politicians.
Interesting.
He's kind of an idiot. Not gonna lie. Banders is kind of dumb, but very soft looking. He has no policies of his own.
Oh.
Which I was like, do any of these cats have policies when you start? Because I feel like every route we've ever played, except for Rover.
Yeah, Rover had a lot of policies.
Yeah, I don't have any plan whatsoever.
Yeah, you're right, because the one I played in the last game, it was like to sabotage the route. So, no, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think...
one that I did was...
Never mind.
DJ Nibbles had no policies, and like Kale was like, I just vote how the party votes. I don't have any opinions of my own. So yeah, nobody has policies except for Rover, I guess. Maybe. Poopsie the Ninth might.
That's true.
Don't know.
I don't know. We didn't do that route.
Banders just likes to make things up. He's like, I just say whatever I want, and I don't care.
Well, I mean, that's a way to live your life, I guess.
He's living his life to the fullest, I guess. And so he goes out to have an interview. Because first he was like, what do you do first? And my options were to say have a pizza party or go do an interview. Or like go give a press conference.
Tough choices.
Like, tough choice. What do I say? And so they're like, oh, it's an interview. And he starts asking the reporters questions. They're like, that's not how that works. And he doesn't answer well at all. He makes himself look stupid, which is not surprising.
Isn't that what politicians do? They just answer questions with questions? So maybe he is doing better than you think.
I don't know about that.
What questions was he asking?
I wish I had written them down. I think one of them was, like, what are you going to focus on? It's like, my campaign, obviously.
I mean, that's,
and they're like,
fair enough.
Like, that's an answer. Actually, I'm pretty sure that my character told me, was like, you look like an idiot.
Wow.
And we're waiting for a flight to go to the East Coast for the next primary. And it was like, where do you think Banders is on the polls? And I was like, the bottom, probably. But you know what? He wasn't. He was actually doing pretty well. And you know why? He has a fan club.
Oh.
And they call themselves the Fanders.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know. I kind of love the Fanders. They were really funny.
So why does he have a fan club?
They just think he's really cute and they love him.
Like you?
No, I'm not.
Are you a Fander? You the number one Fander?
No.
You picked him because he was soft. I'm assuming that's why they made the club.
You asked them to like help you boost his campaign, and they said no.
Wow.
And you're like, what? Well, fine. And then you're like on the flight, or it's like dreaming before the next morning, and you're imagining human banders, and there's this like image of this shirtless guy.
Nice.
Oh, that was really funny. I should have taken a picture of it and sent it to you.
You should have.
It was really funny because all I have in caps for that note is imagining human banders has destroyed me.
How hot was human banders?
It was just really unexpected.
That doesn't answer my question.
Not bad.
Okay. On a rating from 1 to 10 on the hotness meter.
I'd put it like a 6. It was just very unexpectedly
That's kind
funny.
of low.
I don't like, that's kind of low, but I sat and laughed about it for a really long time. And then your parents call the next day, and they're upset that you're a campaign manager for the Fancy Furballs because they've been lifelong Sharp Claw voters. But they're still supportive of your life choices. They're like, well,
good.
You still have a good paying job. Plus, you're supporting Banders, who's an idiot. Nobody's going to vote for him.
And they're happy about that?
Yeah, they're fine with that. I don't know why.
They have zero faith in you, is what it sounds like. You can't save Banders. No one can.
They can't. They're like, oh, it's hopeless. It's fine. And it turns out that Banders used to be at the Sharp Claw party. And then he just kind of jumped sides so that he could run for president. And he's like, what, is that bad? You're like, of course that's bad.
Yeah, people do it a lot.
The entrance to the convention center where Banders is supposed to give his next speech is blocked by protesters. And you know who's leading the protest? Thunderpaw.
Oh my gosh, what a twist.
Thunderpaw is there. And he's just like, he's such an idiot. He's going to ruin his own campaign. I don't even have to do anything.
Then why is he protesting?
Because he thinks that Banders is an idiot.
So he's like, I don't even have to do anything.
He's not very good at being a supportive brother.
Here I am, doing something about it.
And I guess Banders got second in this round of votes, and Thunderpaw showed up just to tell that. And then Banders gets all sad because he was like, I feel like I'm such a failure, and Thunderpaw is 5 seconds older than me, and I just wanted to be like him, you know? And I only got into politics because I wanted to be like my brother, and I'm like, oh, that's actually really cute. Oh, that's actually kind of nice.
So he wanted to get in politics because of his brother, but he hates politicians?
Yeah, he's really weird about it.
Okay.
I don't know, man. You're like, okay, that's dumb.
I mean, I'm not a cat, but...
But it's weird.
Whatever, man.
You're like, okay. I don't know, Banders is the wild card. He got kidnapped on his way to get food.
According to this, Mr. Biscuits is the wild card. Banders is a wild cat.
Yeah, Banders is a wild cat. And you know who kidnapped Banders?
Who?
The Fanders. And you know where they took him?
Guessed. Where?
The hotel room next door.
Oh, well, how convenient.
I know. in order for them to let him go, he's supposed to change the tax filing status to like single, married, or fangirl. And one of them wanted him to replace the Statue of Liberty with the Statue of the Fanders, but he was like, I want to replace that with a statue of me, but I'll sell mini versions of a statue of you guys in the gift shop if you want. And the other one asked for more swimsuits on the Supreme Court. They got priorities, those Fanders.
Like wearing swimsuits while you're on the Supreme Court?
Yes.
Okay. I see.
I don't know. That was the Banders got kidnapped subplot.
Didn't seem like much of a threat.
Right? Our next... when they called and they were like, Banders has been kidnapped. And you're like, I can pay you, and it gives you an option. You can say $1 million or $2. So I was like, I wonder what I'm supposed to say.
$2. It's what it's worth, right?
Like, I'll give you $2 for him.
$2 whole dollars.
That's all I have left of my name. Our next stop.
Student debt.
We go to California next, and he gave a speech at a pudding factory. Because he's the weird one, and of course pudding. Of course pudding. And we sent the Fanders to Thunderpaw's house. I don't remember why we did that. We did that. And then Banders is like, we should see how the polls close and have dinner together. And I'm like, is he asking me on a date? Banders and Poopsie actually tied in this next round of voting. But apparently all accounts said that Banders won. So that's nice. And he was like, no, it's too close to call. I still lost. I'm still worthless. And so he challenges Poopsie to a debate. And Thunderpaw shows up and gives him advice. And somehow the debate goes well. And you know what he does?
What?
Is he would really aggressively, like, make a statement and then immediately contradict it and be super aggressive the other direction.
Interesting choice.
And somehow that seemed to work out.
Just playing both sides, I guess.
Yeah, he did. He literally just played both sides.
Confuse everybody. They won't know what to think.
The debate, like, it was either the midpoint or right after, and Banders was like, I like you. And I'm like, what? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Banders likes me? And then Thunderpaw showed up after the debate was over, and he actually came to congratulate Banders and to say that he's even jealous because he didn't win votes by being a schmuck. He just won them over by being nice and being himself.
Aw.
And I'm like, that's so cute.
Thunderpaw, what growth?
Yeah, Thunderpaw got real character growth in this route. And that led me to the presidential success ending.
Oh.
Hooray.
Yay.
Yeah.
So you got the presidency, or you just got the primary vote? Is that what it is?
I think we got the party vote, but because it calls it the presidential success ending, I assume that means that he gets voted for president eventually.
Oh, good. Well, congrats.
Yeah. We started dating after that debate, and I'm like, that was fun.
Now pronounce you Cat and First Lady.
Oh, yes. I love that.
So I picked the robot feed.line.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to say feed.line. I think it'll help with a thing coming up that I will tell you about.
Okay.
So we picked that to be the campaign manager, and feed.line is not pleased because we lowered his odds by 3%. Of winning. Because, robots got to be analytical.
Yeah. Well, when he got in the car and they were like, we're presidential candidates, he looked at them and was like, my odds of winning are like 35%.
Yeah, well, we lowered that.
Oh, no.
I guess it's not illegal for robots to run in this universe. As long as it's a cat, it's fine.
Wow.
The Fancy Furball Party paid to create him.
Oh.
So that's interesting. They wanted to make the perfect candidate, and Feed.Line is like a transformer. He can morph into a human.
What?
Yeah, he goes into a ball and turns into a human. And plays this sexy music when he's a human. You can flirt with him now.
Oh my gosh.
They said that there's some bugs in the human mode, like emotions. If he gets too emotional, he has to turn back into a cat.
Okay.
The human version of him is extremely emotional. And flirts with you hardcore.
Whoa.
Yeah, and if he gets too emotional, then it's like, beep, beep, gotta turn back into a cat.
Okay.
You read the Huffington Tom Post article about the candidates, and they say that Poopsie and Earl Grey are the only candidates, and you have to tell Fee.line the truth. Oh yeah, when he turns into humans, he's called Hugh.man. So just that was the thing.
Hugh.man. I love it.
You have to tell Fee.line the truth because he's a robot and he'll know when you're lying. The article
just
says
be honest.
that Fee.line is too cold and distant, so we decided we're going to take photos with kittens. Seems like a solid plan.
That's fair.
So Fee.line doesn't have any kittens, like Biscuits, who's also there to take a picture with his kids.
Oh.
We went to a place that like gave us a discount on kitten pictures, I guess.
Kitten pictures, that's cute.
So Fee.line hired a child actor with a real big potty mouth, and his name is Killer McGills.
Killer McGills.
He has his own theme song and everything. He comes in, he's cursing up a storm, and he is a dick.
Oh my god, I love it.
You pass out during the photography session, and you wake up in the hospital next to Hugh.man.
Okay.
He had to turn into Hugh.man to get into the human hospital because they just don't allow cats.
That's weird.
So you watch how the photo shoot went on YouTube, and I guess it went really bad because a report came out that Feline went crazy and attacked the kitten killer.
Oh no.
So his numbers are down.
Oh no.
You also read that Mr. Biscuits is also hospitalized. And he's dropping out of the running. He was attacked by an unknown assailant and the injury was too great.
Wow.
So
poor Mr. Biscuits.
Rip Mr. Biscuits.
Wow.
There was also a news article I read on the side that said Kale from the previous game is missing. So
oh no, Kale.
No, Kale.
Kale.
That's not important. I just saw it and I thought I should let you know.
Oh, poor Kale. You're a good cat, Kale.
So now you have a disease that causes system crashes and hardware failures in Oto-Mania, but it can be passed to humans in rare cases, and it was passed over to you. You have 6 months left to live.
What?
So, yeah, 6 months left to live. You could probably guess where I got it from, but Fee.line says there's no way that he has it. He gets all of his shots. He said he'll go get tested, but he doesn't do that for a while, so I'll keep you posted.
Oh, man.
Feline thinks he might be targeted by the same person who attacked Biscuits. The cat in the lead is Banders, so he thinks it might be him that attacked. And the debate is tonight. So Poopsie begins the debate by fighting Feline because he attacked that quote-unquote kitten at the photo shoot, and Poopsie needs good press. So they're debating in a wrestling arena, but it's more of just like a back-and-forth roast, like a real debate. But
roast.
He was doing well until he said that he's not going to appeal to non-voters because that would be pointless. Like non-talking cats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that made people mad because they're like, oh, you don't care about like non-voters or kids or non-talking cats? Like, what's wrong with you? So after all that debate went down and he just got destroyed by his own statement,
oh no.
He turns into a human, Hugh.man, in the hotel so that he could feel guilty about it, and he like hugs you and stuff, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, that was so dumb, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go get tested for the disease.
You're like, I wish you had done that earlier.
He thinks his problem is mainly because he's not really a cat, not really a human, not really a robot. He's just like a strange mixture of the three. So
that's,
he doesn't really know what to do.
Aw.
So Banders and Fee.line were the two big winners because I guess everyone left after the first commercial break before he said that line. So it didn't even matter. Now we need to go to the West Coast primary next week. Kaleidoscope, who dropped out, comes and offers us his support because Banders gave him a bad review on his acting and he wants revenge. So he got us an interview on the Mew TV show.
Nice.
So now we're going to go on the Mew, even though Feline doesn't want to because he's going to be bad at it.
Oh, poor Feline.
And he's really beefing it up on the show. The hosts are not following the script. And so he starts using a random sentence generator to say just random stuff because they tell him to improv, right?
Oh, so he basically becomes Banders.
Yeah, he just becomes random and talks about weird stuff like cheese and...
That sounds like something Banders would do.
One of the host bulldozers throws a chair at him and like assaults him and beats him up on national TV, which causes his numbers to go down.
Yeah.
I think he'd get the sympathy vote, but I guess joke's on me.
Oh.
We weren't there during that. We had to get blood work done, so we got our blood work done by Dr. Nom Noms.
Dr. Nom
Previous
Noms.
game.
Aw.
Turns out that... Oh, I spelled it weird. Human and feline...
Yeah.
Q.man and Phi.line is not carriers of the disease we have, which is called RPV disease. And I will refer to that as the rest of it. So they don't carry it. So we're like, where the heck did we get this from? And Dr. Noms is like, the strain of this seems like it might be fake, so there is a 70% chance that you will live. Which is pretty good odds, I would say.
Yeah. I like those odds.
So Hugh.man is in the hotel when we come back, and he won't turn back into Phi.line. He's too ashamed of what happened on TV.
Oh.
And he thinks that someone gave us RPV to sabotage the campaign.
Oh.
Because you can only get it from, like, radio waves and, like, eating computer parts and dumb stuff like that.
Radio waves
and we're like,
computer
definitely
parts.
haven't been doing that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how much people don't like DJ Nibbles. There's a Banders campaign out against Phi.line that says that he is DJ Nibbles in disguise, or that he's a plant for DJ Nibbles. So,
I love it.
And now Phi.line thinks that he might be a spy programmed to sabotage the election.
Oh.
Because he had a 3-hour gap in his memory banks today.
Oh.
During the time that Banders got attacked, because now Banders is hospitalized.
Oh no.
Yep, and Feline thinks it's him that did it. So now Earl Grey and Poopsie are the only ones left. So we split up, and we're going to go see what they're up to. So we're going to go get the poop on Poopsie. Let's go.
Let's do it.
So I snooped on Poopsie's interviews and got stopped by Phi.line. Oh my gosh, what? Who said,
oh my gosh.
Hugh.man came up with that plan, and he's too emotional. We can't follow through on his plan. And I was like, no, I'm just going to do it anyway. And then Killer, the evil kitten from before, Killer McGills, comes back, and it turns out he's the one that's been sabotaging everyone's campaigns.
Oh my god.
He assaulted the candidates and turned Feline off for 3 hours with something called an FRC that he got from an engineer who worked on Feline. And he also gave us HPV. RPV. He also gave us that disease. He's doing this because we never paid him for the photo shoot, which was only like $20.
Oh my god. Of course that's why.
So I pick up Killer by the scruff of his neck and I hand him over to the police. And he's so like, cute. Haha, you can't defeat me. My final trap will be laid at tonight's debate. So it's tonight's debate time. And this is when Feline's like, I'm really fond of you and I'm glad you're my campaign manager and I love you.
Aww.
The debate begins. So it turns out the FRC stands for Feline Robot Clone.
Oh.
So a clone comes out saying that they hate America and they will tell all of our secrets to other countries.
Uh-oh.
A cat with clones and a president who can be easily impersonated? Oh no.
Oh
so
no,
Poopsie
indeed.
has the magical remote, and he presses a button on the remote that can control the clone robot, but it can also control our Phi.line, and it shuts him off.
Oh no.
So during the commercial break, you go and retrieve Feline's body. Poopsie says he required the FRC in an anonymous package, and he's like, I don't need this remote anymore, and he throws it at you, and you keep it, and then you revive him with it. And you see that there's a button on it that says, infect or disinfect with RPV.
Disinfect.
So you push the button, but it doesn't work. There's an error. So we gotta fix it. And Phi.line is like, so you have to reload his emotions in. A strong enough emotion that will help reset him. So what is the world's strongest emotion?
It's gotta be love.
It's love, baby. That's right. It's love. So you know what we do? We give him a hug.
Aww.
A big old hug, and it doesn't work at all.
Oh.
So we're like, turn into a human, and then I'm gonna hug you again, and we'll see if that works. And then he gets actually kind of mad about it, and then he deletes Hugh.man.
Oh no!
So now he can't turn into Hugh.man anymore. And because he did that, now the remote doesn't work. So he returns to stage, and Poopsie brings out a second remote, and it doesn't work anymore. So Poopsie has like a meltdown on stage.
Oh my gosh.
So now, because of that, Feline is first in the West Coast primaries, and he's picked as the candidate, and you are cured of RPV, and that's the end.
Wow.
I don't know if we win, but at least we're cured, and Feline is winning.
That's good. Yeah, Banders was winning when ours ended too.
Yeah,
dude, that was a roller coaster.
It was.
You get the craziest routes.
And I love it. I figured I was going to do...
I love it vicariously.
The Earl Grey route, but I was like, the robot one has to be good. Like,
you know it's gotta be spicy.
It's a robot. It's gotta have some good stuff in it. Also, great ending song.
Yes.
For the credits. Like, I like that.
Yes. Oh, so good. Good job, guys. So
at the end, you can also unlock 4 bonus chapters with DJ Nibbles.
Yes. I did not actually play those, but...
Me neither, but...
I unlocked them, and I thought that was
I
cool.
might.
I know, like, but I could.
They said, okay, I know this is DJ Nibbles talking, but was DJ Nibbles really the most popular cat from the last game?
I don't know.
Like, can you see the stats of what people pick, you think? Probably not. I don't know.
Heck if I know. They might have asked developer after and been like, who would you pick? Did like a Twitter poll.
Yeah, a Twitter poll. We need to decide who won the presidency. Who'd you pick? I wonder. I don't know. Who would you think would be the most popular from the last game?
I don't know.
I think DJ Nibbles just because he had the goofiest name, you know?
He had the best name, and he was a really cute cat.
Yeah, he was a really cute cat.
Whoever owns that cat, you got a cute cat, my friend.
Yeah, no, I can see DJ Nibbles being the favorite. Or maybe Rover. Just like a little curveball. So, pet, adopt, and kick. Who would you pick?
So I'm gonna pet Banders. He looks so fluffy, I gotta touch him.
That's fair.
I'm gonna adopt Mr. Biscuits.
Okay.
Because have you seen him?
I have. He's worth it.
And I'm sorry, Poopsie. It's gotta be you.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna also kick Poopsie because, come on, man. You tried to kill my robot. I need that robot. I'm also gonna pet Banders because he's really soft looking. But I'm gonna adopt Earl Grey because he's so cute. He's like a sleepy old cat who makes cute small sounds, and I want that.
Yeah, it's totally valid. That's totally fair.
So yeah, that's Cat President 2.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Cat President 3.
I know, I'm like, so Cat President 3 when?
Next election year, I'm assuming, because he seemed to come out on election years.
I know, I'm like, oh man, I gotta wait till the next election.
It's only 4 years. That's actually pretty standard for game development.
I don't know about game development, man. I just play the game.
So next week we are doing Horse Prince, the phone app, but because it's really, really short, we are also combining it with, we were going to do Blush Blush, but then nothing really changed in it. So we're going to do Crush Crush instead, which is the female version. We're going to spice it up a little bit.
Spice it up.
Even though those girls are not animals.
It's fine.
It's fine. Still animal boys, technically, because we're talking about Horse Prince.
Yeah, there's an animal.
Yeah, see? We did it.
There's one animal, one sort of boy, and a bunch of cute girls.
So perfect. Get ready for our mishmash weird episode next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good. It's probably going to be very short.
Yes. I have a feeling it will be.
All right. Stay amazing, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.